all gravity. Any day above ground, live it. Peace to the room. It's beautiful down here in Atlanta today. I know it's only 52 degrees, but we went through that cold snap, but now it's nice and warm outside. I even took a walk. I had to clear my thoughts, get my car's oil changed. The baby's running well again. But we got to talk about this, family. I love being a prophet. I love it. I know prophet is a very ambiguous word. It's very divisive. I understand that. But god damn it, I've been telling these black conservatives for years. They gonna turn on you. It's in their nature. When the platinum plan showed up, I told y'all, get outside, get on our platforms. Even if you don't fuck with the person on there, talk about it. Expose yourself to a new audience. You never know. Somebody in there might say, you know what? You a coon, but you making some sense. You a coon. You coony coon. Yo, look at the coons. Wow. And they did not want to listen because they are what we say they are. Yo, look at the coons. Wow. And look what happened now. We are at January 29th, 2024. And the war has started. The black conservatives finally see their friends for who they are. It's a beautiful thing. And we have Brother Torian Rain in the building. Brother Torian Rain, how are you?
What's going on? I know I'm a little bit late, but what did I miss? I hope I didn't miss any name drops.
Oh no, we didn't drop none. We just doing the introduction because I'm a Jamaican. We like to talk. But no, we were just doing the intro, introducing the family, saying how everybody is doing since we talked last. But everybody seems well. But yeah, we were gonna save the fun for you. We weren't gonna do that because I got a surprise for you, brother. I know you didn't see this coming, but I got a surprise for you.
Wow.
But let's see who's in the building, and then we'll begin. So we have Alonda Hansley. You seem new, but welcome. And they became a member, so that's always great. It's 99 cents. Helps me reinvest in the platform and to buy toys for the baby. Jerry Bradford, good afternoon. DJ, good afternoon. It's been a little while, but hello. Wallow J, Wallow J is always in the building. Shout out to Wallow J. Sybil, hello. Bot Boy VS, hello. And Deneen Grant, hello. You said broken clock is good, is right twice a day. Yeah, I think we should officially retire that. I think we should. How do you feel about that, Brother Torian?
Yeah, because it applies to, unfortunately, people that it shouldn't apply to.
Correct. And everybody give a one-time applause to Brother Wallow J. He has been promoted. Wallow J, you are promoted now to a moderator for all your loyalty that you have had for the channel. And you don't say nothing out of line, and you actually bring stuff to the table, not like these stupid ass trolls. So welcome to Mod Gang. Now, do not use your power for misuse. I will take it away real fast. But yes, everybody, do not gas up Wallow J. But we continue. And Nightfall drop, hello. AW1, hello. Okay. Would you like to begin, Torian?
Yes.
Hacksign KT, hello. And Miss Nisi, hello. Let's begin. Do you want your surprise first? Get it out the way? Or do you want to just go down? You just want to go down the rabbit hole?
Let's start with the surprise first.
All right. I'm going to need you to close your eyes.
Wow.
I need everybody in the chat to close their eyes and just listen. Make sure you have the speakers on, or if you got the Bluetooth, make sure it's up, because when I tell you to open your eyes, y'all finna laugh. Y'all ready? Torian, is you ready?
Yeah.
We'll give you a little hint.
That's because you're a dummy. Okay? Stupid little dum-dum.
you know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
Everybody got their eyes closed. That's great. Everybody open their eyes. You know we had to start here.
Oh, him.
But do you see the headline?
It says Georgia GOP House candidate targeted by Kemp allies.
I thought it was all nice over there about an election cycle ago. Huh?
I forgot that he was even running.
But did you? I know you forgot. It's easily forgetful for this this guy.
And this is an old picture of him, I can tell. Now, what's so crazy is he's 21 now, but he actually looks like how he should at this age in this picture compared to how he looks right now. As in, he looks way older than 21 now. He actually looks like he should be 21 here, even though he's younger there.
I feel you. But what if I told you that this article was sparked because some white boy called him out?
Well,
would you believe me?
I actually would. Again,
Cool.
we keep saying that all the people whose butts they kiss are going to be the ones that's going to turn on.
This white account, I was trying to find the tweet and I lost it. He basically outed this man and said he don't even live in Georgia. He out there in LA because he worked for PragerU. So how the hell is he running for a Georgia House seat?
Oh, he trying to pull a Herschel Walker?
Wow. Yeah. Isn't that a beautiful thing?
So technically he has to drop out.
No, he's going to try to update his residency real quick. Say he's
he tried to be he tried to be slick with it. He thought no one was going to find out.
Yeah. So it says, well, we're not going to log in because I'm not paying for this. But yeah, I just wanted y'all to see that. Governor Brian Kemp's people are taking a shot at this black man. Hey, young old black man. We not gonna come save you on this. I just hope you realize this. I just wanted to show the family this. We not gonna come save you on this.
I know they're probably gonna say someone on the left did it. I know it.
Oh, but that white boy was a conservative.
I know. They're gonna say he was a plant. They're gonna say, oh, he was a plant. You know they're gonna try to come up with any excuse.
Say whatever the hell you want about CJ Pearson. Because indirectly, this will delegitimize PragerU as well, which we need. So hey CJ, since you decided to run and you didn't leave LA yet,
I'll spell it for you. D-U-M-M-Y period.
Yeah, they gonna get you out the box real quick, and we gonna like it. We gonna like it a lot.
I wonder what he had to say. Did he say anything on X about this?
We can find out because I'm on his page actually. You would like to see the tweet he just made an hour ago? Just show now. Yes, unfortunately, one of the 3 soldiers that died in that drone attack over the weekend was from Georgia. So at least he was nice enough to say something about that. But then look at this.
He said
he's going to go back.
Oh, that's Conscious Lee.
Yeah. Now he mad that Conscious Lee wrote that. Now, here's your tweet. But nothing really major for him today. He's been kind of quiet. Oh, Jesus Christ. This dude look old.
Exactly, he does.
Here's the tweet. Cody Hall. Georgia politics. He run with Kemp.
I mean, he isn't saying something we haven't already said.
But Team Ascent Media. Nah, he trying to do something. Ooh, CJ. Yeah, CJ. So you got somebody that owns an advertising and marketing agency against you. We already know where this is gonna go. They're going to delegitimize you ever since you went viral for that video and got on people's radar.
And there's not enough support in the world he has that's gonna back him up out of this one.
Hell no.
They always say, yeah, we have your support. They support you. Yeah, they support you on social media, but that's nothing.
Do you see this? What I just highlighted
About him always being a grifter.
Whew. You know it's bad when white people call you out on your grift. They usually let the black grifters slide until they get a little uppity. And much of my knowledge, CJ ain't get uppity against white folks. So for this white man to call him out on his grift, they must know something. Mm-hmm. And like I said, he dropped it. He said he lives in LA.
Yeah,
he a Bernie bro.
It's someone named Greg Bluestein was asking why he was taking shots at him.
Yeah. And he was Vernon Jones' campaign manager for governor in 2022. And we saw how that worked. He wasn't even a factor.
Right.
But CJ, you in trouble. All right, we'll go to ABL next. We'll get him out the way. He's easy. Now, he been talking about Matt Gaetz a lot, especially over that Julio stuff. Yeah. His engagements have been going down recently.
Oh, well.
That's what I said. Now, TD, if you see this, don't get pissed at me. I'm just going by the news. Your big homie, you saw how long it took him to get to a million subscribers. He had to wait till that Israel thing popped off and something happened to black people, and then he finally went over 1 million. You need to thank Negroes. Well, you know, ABL won't do that. I hope you got your money stacked up real nice, ABL, because they coming for you too. But like I said, he was easy. He was easy. Where you want to go next? Would you like to see the social media black conservatives go off?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Now I've talked about this person before. Damn it. I hate this thing. Here we go. So Sonny Johnson put up this tweet, said blackface Republicans being shields for white conservatives only get stabbed in the back. Well, we told you this for years, but you know, we let them do what they want to do. Now, when she says blackface Republicans, she's talking about the fake ones. No engagement. That's interesting. No engagement. Because usually when she writes stuff like this, a whole bunch of white people come under her thread and cuss her out. No engagement.
Oh God, look at Charlie damn Kirk.
You see this, right?
Oh my God.
Okay. Let's see that post. No engagement. Really no engagement. And she ran with Trump. Yeah, looks like they're starting to turn the spigot off. I could be assuming.
Oh, I saw that video. I saw that video yesterday.
Oh, it was a venerable Clavin under this one. And you know who wrote it, right?
Of course.
Yeah. We've talked about her. They mad that black folk went to the slopes.
That little whiskey chick.
Oh, yeah. Nothing is sacred. So she's upset that a black guy with no shirt on is skiing. Okay. And he's having fun. I guess it was supposed to be a mass shooting Chicago style.
And you want to know what's you want to know what's so crazy? Is that you probably heard it before, come from certain black people. They say, I don't know why black people say, oh, they would never go hiking, or they'll never go camping, or they'll never go snowboarding or skiing, or that stuff that you typically see white people doing. And then the minute they do it, here come white people like her get upset and saying nothing is sacred. Like they own skiing, like they own snowboarding or skateboarding or anything like that. I said, y'all don't own that. And the thing is, they see one black person doing, they like, oh, it's done.
Yeah. But they act like we're scared of nature.
Right.
Yeah, we're not gonna go be like y'all and go up to a bear and try to fuck with it. No, we're not gonna do that. But we go enjoy some trees. We can enjoy some babbling brooks. We like taking hikes every now and then. But it's like, damn, they cost us when we have fishing licenses.
Mm-hmm.
Like we ain't supposed to fish. We just supposed to buy it at the store and pay the overhead. All right. But this black man not bothering nobody. Because you know they would praise a white guy with his shirt off doing this.
Exactly.
But, you know. See, somebody got it. This whole comment section was full of clan. Let's see. Literal KKK being in the replies. She was more mad at the music they were listening to.
So she says.
Right. And the white guy's facial reaction. Damn, somebody brought up her arrest record. Jesus. There you go. Maybe they've never seen snow before. But, you know. Because when I saw it yesterday, it was number clan comments. Nothing but it.
Right.
Why are they hogging up all the space? Seems like more people could be allowed on. I guess y'all missed the empty seats, but okay. All right. Yeah, and this. He left the rental unlocked. Oh boy. I should almost play that video of that black woman smoking the speed skating at the Olympics. I should play it, but I kind of know how NBC is with their Olympic coverage. They'll flag that shit down quick. So we're gonna move on. Here's your favorite. Here's your favorite. Click, you bastard. You. This female pilot completely misunderstood the point I was making about United's DEI policy, and now it's obsessively tweeting me out of misplaced anger. Would you want someone this emotionally erratic and illogical flying you on a plane? She said one tweet. She said,
I mean, like, look at what she said. Well, not here, but her initial post.
Well, this is the initial post, but if I remember correctly, she quote tweeted what Candace said about female pilots, and she said she is one. A far right grifter from the U.S. who has far too big an audience. Okay, that's okay, Candace. Here it is. That's okay, Candace. You'd never qualify to be on my aircraft anyway. Damn. And then somebody in there
basically saying you were too classless, not that you too broke, that you're too classless to be on my plane.
Right. Now this idiot put up her information. Like she clearly used her real name. Why did you cover it? But I guess maybe Maz is a nickname or something, but whatever. So he says she's a student pilot. In 2013, we're in 2024.
11 years later. Well, almost 11 years later.
How did you think this was a gotcha? I tell you, this is high IQ. Here we go. Perhaps she shouldn't comment on discussions about American commercial airlines where she's not a pilot licensed to carry passengers in the U.S. She's not even a commercial pilot in Australia. How do you know that, sir? This was 11 years ago.
Exactly.
God, they're dumb. This is high IQ at work, ladies and gentlemen. I just hope y'all know. This is high IQ. Once again. They can't read. I'm really thinking that conservatives cannot read. I can't. I'm really on that tip right now. Pause. They cannot read. These are the same people who keep saying George Floyd died of fentanyl when there was literal a first page there that outlined what happened to him. So they can't read words, and now they can't read pictures. Damn. Why did this white guy get it?
It was another one there that said something. He said, "Did you think she was going to be a student forever?"
Right. He even said it. This was 11 years ago. All right, but Candace said she ain't gonna go on the plane if there's a female pilot. Okay. I wonder if she was in a war zone. I know what. Let's just say, right, because she loved going to the UK so much, and they had to evacuate. And since her husband is damn near royalty over there, and they had to evacuate him, and they land the helicopter at their wherever the fuck they stay at, and is a female. She's like, "Good eye, mate. Hey, we got to take you out of here. You think she gonna go?"
She gonna have herself on that plane, no matter what she says.
Oh, I know. But to keep up the griff and your talking points, I say she don't go. I say she gives George the kids and the maid. They probably fucking allegedly, and she stays because she got it. And then she'll go live and say that I was about to get on the rescue chopper, but it was a female, and I'm against female pilots. And then right then, that's when the missile hit. I wonder if she flags it back down, but
she like I said when I saw this, I said she's the type of person that would call the airline and ask what gender is flying the plane she's supposed to be on.
Now, what if it was a woman that transitioned into a man? Now that's the question we gotta ask. Are you gonna play the biological game, or are you gonna go by looks? I just want to know. Let's see. Somebody called her out. Damn it. Why? I hate. I don't know what they did to bookmarks on here, but Elon made this a better app, right? Okay. So this woman called her out and said, "Real Candace Owens is a complete grifter. White woman, Latina. I'm sorry."
And my thing is this: her last name is Owens. Why doesn't she take her husband's last name?
Because it don't hit.
Candace Farmer.
It don't hit. Candace Farmer Owens. It just don't hit. But okay. Real Candace Owens is a complete grifter. She's vacant of principles and morals. She's the actual globalist, pro-lockdowns, pro-woke, and pro-vaccine shill. When it came down to choosing, she played the game and exposed herself. If you have a real Daily Wire account and you're a principled conservative, those people hate you. They hold us in contempt while also wanting our money. Stop giving it to them. They demean us, mock us, belittle our efforts, and pretend to be the victims like the ones they pretend to hate on the left. Walk away from Big Con. They put money over principles. And she came back on her, right?
Of course.
Candace
is not going to allow someone to have the last word.
Right. Oh, bullshit. We saw what happened when somebody tried to put the last word on somebody. What happened? Shout out to Christina Applegate one time.
Oh yeah.
I guess because she's Latina, she said she's black and brown, so that's okay. So she said, "Wow, I want to commend you. I'm actually impressed by how wrong this is. I have an entire podcast dedicated to exposing the vaccine industry for parents after Trump turned on you. My kids are entirely unvaxxed. Wonderful. You're giving out your kids' medical information. Is that a HIPAA violation?" I'm just asking for the whatever. It's called A Shot in the Dark, and it's available on Daily Wire Plus. So it's behind a paywall. A second paywall. Okay. Yeah. I was easily the first voice against the lockdowns and vaccines and never once changed my stance.
Somehow I doubt that.
You can search Twitter and fact check that one. And I'm more typically accused of being a foreign policy isolationist. Well, you did say him over in Germany. you agreed with some of what he was talking about. But we're not gonna go there because we know how YouTube is about that dude. Given the fact that I am against sending even $1 overseas, no matter what country it is for, hence the reason Thomas Massey is my favorite congressman who's been on my Daily Wire podcast. But you went in front of DJ Akakun, and as soon as they brought up reparations and Tariq Nasheed, you started acting like a silly ass white girl. But okay, you're so concerned about being against money that's going to overseas that you never went outside and you didn't challenge your former best friend Trump about him sending all that money overseas. Oops. Because I'm sorry.
See, that's what we need. That's what we need to be in front of her face so we could throw that back at her.
Oh, that, but she's not intelligent. It's not.
I know
our
that.
question is not in the script. So she error 404 with the quickness.
I know, but this.
I mean, again, you saw what happened at the Revo Summit. Even though I gave her credit for going there, you saw what happened. She couldn't even get a thought out. She couldn't know how to control a crowd. See, it's easy to control college students. You can't control an urban crowd. That's a hell of a skill. You had to tag and kill a mic one time and tell him to calm down.
Exactly.
And T.I. was talking bullshit, and at least they listened to that bullshit. They ain't fuck with her. How you let T.I. fuck? How you let T.I. Never mind. Let's continue. If you ever had a Daily Wire account, you would know all of this. Tons of people you can accuse of being bait combine. Definitely not.
Please.
Girl. Oh my God. She don't get it. She be clowning herself and don't even realize she clowning herself. She's inadvertently calling herself out and she don't even realize she did it. But come down here. We'll expose it for you. We'll give you timelines. Now this asshole, this guy's an asshole. He be MAGA surfing on some, I ain't even gonna say it. Calling you a vaccine shield is hilarious. You've been on this from the start. DeSantis people on X did more to push everyone away from him by acting like weirdos online. Why are you bringing up DeSantis? But okay. So I said Trump turned on her and then she started going harder on all vaccines. No, Candace and I discussed vaccines and lockdowns in real life before that interview with Trump. You really did not. This is why I tell you conservatives can't read. Why are you telling me what she discussed beforehand when I said she got turned on by Trump and she went harder on all vaccines? Why didn't you? Never mind. Let's see. Candace and I discussed vaccines and lockdown in real life before that interview with Trump. This has always been her position. I swear people just like to make stuff up. Because we didn't watch that interview. He's right. We didn't watch that. Okay. She took a risk at being people's voice with the questions she asked. What? Do you know how many people were calling out the vaccine? Never mind. You know how many people were calling out the Belle Biv DeVoe before she said something? Like doctors were putting their medical licenses at risk.
Mm-hmm.
But you think just because she has a podcast and people know her name that we should get. Y'all were the same ones that say you shouldn't believe all these doctors.
But they're going to run behind and believe her.
And she's not a medical professional. She ain't even been a CNA. But we're supposed to listen to her because she did research, like the research she did with George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, right? Okay. Oh, Robbie. She took a risk by being people's voice with the questions she asked. Instead of appreciating it, she gets crap made up about her. Sir, never mind. When was she talk about the autism vaccine before COVID? When was this? Maybe you could point it to me. I bet you can. But I made that up. Okay. All right. Oh, God.
It goes back to what T-Bay was talking about last night on his broadcast. They just make up stuff.
What is there to make up when you could go follow the line?
Exactly. Like, you just go look up and see if what you said is true or not.
Then I told this person, because she's like, what podcast is she referring to here? I was like, go do your own research. Why do you need her to tell you how to think? Why? Y'all are really scared to go down rabbit holes yourself unless somebody else does it for you. I don't get it. I don't get it. This is high IQ though. But she's been consistent on Farmer Topics and this, yet she went to go work for free for a guy who did all this and frauded money. But all right. But she's not part of Big Cod, right? Okay. But family, we came to the portion of the show that I promote on
The main event.
Yeah, this is the main event. This person has officially went into the dangerous zone, and we have had master teachers tell us about the dangerous Negro. Torian, I'm going to say something. You don't have to back me up on this, but I'll defer to your reaction at what I'm about to say, the level of heat I'm going to get for this. This person I'm about to play actually agree with what Charlie Kirk said about, DEI and pilots and all that. But what it's a he. What he said in there is very dangerous rhetoric. I think he's on the level of Darth R. Perry. He's crossed over to that level. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Let me go here. There's a growing concern.
This, what I'm about to play, man. Oh, this is some dangerous rhetoric, boy.
Mm-hmm.
He used all the white supremacist talking points.
Oh, this dude.
He used all the white supremacist talking points.
I'm sure the comment section. I'm sure that the comment section agreed with him too.
Of course they did. Of course they did.
That means that now, whenever they go to an airport, someone's gonna have to be there to document them if they on the same flight and see if they got a black pilot or a female pilot.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be videotaping when they go down the ramp into that plane. They're gonna look to the left and see who their pilot is. They'll be like, "Oh, I'm so relieved." Or one of them is gonna make a big stink about it, and they're gonna go viral for saying, "I don't want a black pilot. I don't want a female pilot," because I feel like they're not qualified. Or they're gonna go up to them and ask, "How qualified are you? How many hours have you had in training and real life?" And then they're gonna get thrown off the plane and talk about they want to sue.
Mm-hmm.
But just listen to what old Tatum Tots said.
Hey, subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what to do. Let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm making this video because someone sent this to me. It was actually Sergio. My homeboy Sergio does photography. One of the best photographers in America, period. He sent this to me, and I was watching it, and I thought it was just a clip of Charlie Kirk, and then it was another black guy, very articulate, smart black guy that looked well put together.
Well, damn. Let's just belittle him before we even hear what he said.
Basically everything that you aren't.
Articulate, smart, put together. What the fuck does that mean?
He sounds like one of the good ones is what he's saying.
Oh God. Okay. But look how you titled it though.
Black liberal has meltdown over Charlie Kirk's black pilot's comment on United Airlines DEI hiring. How do you even know he's a liberal? But see, they always lump black people into that liberal spot. I got someone tried to hit me with that the other day. I didn't respond back. I didn't respond back to them with I'm neither on neither side, because then they would have took it and continued to run a whole nother narrative or said I was lying. But again, they literally throw that liberal thing because that's another code word for black.
Yeah. But they're on TikTok, so they should be a liberal. That's how they justify it. But go ahead, Tatum Tots. Tell them.
Made a response. Now I'm listening to this man's response to Charlie, and two things popped up in my mind. First,
You
is
have
the
a
man
brain?
did not adequately expose the context of what Charlie said. Second, he's a complete disingenuous man that want to play victim his whole life, even though the man looked like he's incredibly successful. He looks fit. He's
What the
articulate.
fuck?
He's probably
What the fuck? How did we take his words out of context? He said it. We didn't take anything out of context.
My good.
He literally
See, like I said, this stuff be pissing me off. Like, again, the insult of my intelligence.
The whole fucking X heard him say it.
Is he gonna play the video on here?
Yeah, he's gonna play both of them. Because the dude was on TikTok. So, you know, I guess he did the stitch or whatever. But everybody heard what Charlie Kirk said. Why do you think so many conservatives had a problem with what he said? But you're going to excuse it because that's your boy? And then you say he's being disingenuous because he went against it? All right, go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead.
He's claiming he's successful, but his mind is still on the plantation. And let me tell you why, and I'm gonna debunk what he said about Charlie, because Charlie was
there.
Right
It is right there. There it is. He feels because he's successful, he shouldn't call it out. That's the same thing they did with LeBron James. They feel like if you're a black person that has money, that you are above calling out white supremacy. Like it doesn't touch you. Like what? Tell that to Dr. Dre, who was touched when that person parked in front of his driveway a few years ago, and he called the cops on him, and the cops came and damn near arrested Dr. Dre in front of his driveway.
Right, but my thing is this. So, Brandon, if you were being accosted by the cops for no reason, you're somewhat you would say something about them cops.
He would no. He would say he was wrong.
Bullshit.
No, I'm sure he would. I'm almost certain he would.
You think he tried to break it down by procedure, how wrong he was? Or she?
He would probably bring a per capita.
Shh. That per capita kicking their ass still, boy. But
what do you expect from a man who basically crashed out when he was in college? Like, as far as he wasn't book smart, he was a terrible athlete. He literally admitted he was the jock and his brother was the brains. He literally admitted how dumb he is and was proud to admit it on his platform.
You the fakest nigga I ever seen in my life. They created the crime bill. I see you in person. They created the crime bill. What you said to me. I'm done, bro. You a fake nigga. I hope everybody see that. Fake, bro. I'm gonna expose you to everybody. When I see you, nigga, we gonna be. It's gonna be on. I want you to know that. Because you call me on the phone and you saying all this, and then you get on the live stream and you playing this shit. You should be ashamed of yourself. Is that black on black crime? Is that black on black crime? You's a bitch. I told you. Everybody on your live stream know you's a bitch, and when I see you, I'm whooping your ass. Everybody got your live stream. I like it. You want to be hood, nigga? You want to be hood? You on the phone talking shit to me, and you call me saying you apologize? Yeah, nigga. I never apologized. You apologize? I never apologized. You didn't apologize. My wife listened to you, nigga. I never apologized. What I said was, bitch, nigga. What I said. I'm sorry. What is this? I appreciate everybody. Is he?
Wait.
Is that his definition of being articulate? You know.
I want you to know that. You want to be hood, nigga?
We gotta let him know that that's not going away.
Never. When your wake up call happen, we finna have that on repeat. What? How do you lose your composure like that?
Right
in front of the Griff kid.
That's why he doesn't go in front of people like us anymore. Because
he'll go to the whatever podcast.
Yeah, because see, the thing is, we're gonna bring that side out of him because we don't let him get away with his rhetoric. We like all other people he talks to agrees with him. Like that's called an echo chamber.
Oh, I forgot the other thing about ABL that I think he figured out his wake up call. Somebody tried to call him out on defending Fresh and Fit. Oh man, but let's hear him explain what Charlie said, even though Charlie knew what he said and knew he effed up because he had to put He deleted this, by the way. I hope you know that.
Mm.
And then put
Oh.
up a whole lengthy essay about what he was really trying to say, like a day or two later.
Then why would you delete what you said then?
Right. Why don't you be like Owl of Athena and just leave it up and then do a quote tweet on it? But we know why he did that. But go ahead, Brandon. Tell us.
Clip.
I'm like, I'm sorry. If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
What's up, everyone?
So we got that out of context.
Right.
We took that out of context.
He literally said, I'm sorry if I see a black pilot, I'm going to wonder if he's qualified. He didn't say if I see a pilot, I'm going to wonder if they're qualified. He was very specific when he said black pilot. Well, guess what, Charlie Kirk? When I look at you, I don't see you to be qualified to be anything except for the junior college flunky that you already are.
Yeah. And
that's another thing, people put a pin in that. Know that this man did drop out of a junior college. He could not even finish a one semester at a junior college.
Mm-hmm. And then got into the right room with the right financier, and Turning Point USA is born. Mm-hmm. So if Charlie Kirk ever tells you he got it out the mud, tell him that's BS and we got the receipts. But go ahead, Brandon. Do your thing.
Everyone, Coach.
No context.
He speaks with the Midas Touch Network.
What do you mean no context?
No context. He just said it.
Oh. He literally just said it. That's all the context he needed. Oh, because he didn't play the first part where the dude that looks like the cop from New Jersey Drive said something. Okay.
Because Charlie was right about this. Roll the clip.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
Charlie was right about this.
I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
What's up, everyone? Coach.
No context.
He speaks with the mic.
Everybody saw the clip already. Oh my God.
Y'all, this is one of the good ones.
Anything else out of this video? What I want you to get out of it is that.
So this is one of the good ones because he lives in a house. This could be a condo, but he's one of the good ones because he looks successful. This is what he said.
Basically, Brandon Fakem is telling us that this man is very successful. I guess Fakem, in his own mind, he doesn't quite measure up.
I guess not. But okay.
Diversity does not mean less qualified. And this goes more so for the children of color out there, gay kids, trans kids, little girls out there. If you're ever at your place of employment or your school, and anyone talks about how that school or that employer believes in diversity, equity, and inclusion, don't ever look at yourself and wonder if you were accepted to that school or employed by that job for any other reason than your exceptionalism.
I don't see what was funny. I don't see what was so funny. He actually maybe we missed it. Hang on, maybe we missed something. Why is he laughing? Well, let's find out why he laughed first.
Man, I'm finna tear this dude apart.
What the fuck did he say?
I somehow doubt it.
What did he say that was wrong? Maybe we missed it. What did he say that was so wrong? Let me hear it again.
Everyone, Coach.
No context.
He speaks with the Midas Touch Network. So if you don't get anything else out of this video,
what I want you to get out of he does Midas Touch. Okay, I know who this is.
And this goes more so for the children of color out there, gay kids, trans kids, little girls out there. If you're ever at your place of employment or your school, and anyone talks about how that school or that employer believes in diversity, equity, and inclusion, don't ever look at yourself and wonder if you were accepted to that school or employed by that job for any other reason than your exceptionalism.
Yeah, what did he say that was wrong? He just basically said even if they have DEI, don't see it that you got in just because of your skin color or your gender. Just see it that you got in because you earned it.
Did I miss it? Did he? Maybe he said it wrong.
I didn't miss it. Like I had to hear it the second time, but I caught it the second time. But even still, we know
why is he sitting there talking about I'm finna tear this dude out. Tear him up on what?
Right.
I don't get it.
And notice he picked the black guy to go after with this. I'm sure there were white people that said something about what Charlie Kirk said that was probably in the same vein as what this black guy said. But he picked the black guy. Go figure.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the dude that runs Midas Touch. Okay. So he got 2 million views. 2 million subscribers. Okay. I still don't know.
Yeah, that's like right up there with Fakeums. Well, at least his might actually be organic. I can't say the same for Fakeum.
Well, he has 8,200 videos. It might be organic.
That's a lot of video. I ain't even gonna lie. That's a
I think Fakeum got
lot of
more.
video.
I think Fakeum got more. I think he's in like in the 10 grand right now.
See, that's too much.
When he does it, Fakeum got he got 2.7 thousand. Okay. Okay. I'd like to know how many videos he deleted though. We know one he deleted or put on private. We know of one. But okay, I mean, do your thing. But what did he say that was so wrong here?
Don't ever look at yourself and wonder if you were accepted to that school or employed by that job for any other reason than your exceptionalism.
So people are supposed to go in there thinking they were a diversity hire so you guys can have something to complain about.
That's exactly what Fakeum is. Maybe he's laughing at himself because he's the diversity hire.
Oh, yeah.
I saw somewhere the other day where somebody said that Candace Owens is the diversity hire in her marriage. I think I posted the screenshot. When I saw that, I laughed too hard.
Yeah. Jesus.
Man, I'm finna tear this dude apart. This is absolutely asinine to me. And you're gonna see in this video how he contradicts himself over and over and over and put himself in a pretzel just to try to make.
I'm sure that's what he did in
Charlie
this video.
Kirk, if you listen to the context of what he's saying, United Airlines made it a point to say that we are going to make sure that our pilots are 50% minority and women, or people of color and women.
What is the problem?
You know how crazy that sound?
How does it? Oh God. Oh God.
They're basically saying, I don't know if you saw when Thought Crimes had did the stream about Charlie Kirk when he's talking about this. They basically said they basically don't want black people in these positions where they're making lots of money. You know, pilots, they're making 6 figures.
Yeah.
Like 5 figures monthly at least they would have to.
Have you seen the prices of those licenses?
And they have in all how many tests they have to take?
Yeah.
Both physical and written and physical tests.
Yeah.
It's a process. I think someone has
to do
said
like
they got
6 or 7 blind tests.
Yeah.
And you have to do it. I think they remember after they had that one plane crash, the pilots actually went to the union and said, "We're not going out there until you change these requirements."
Mm-hmm.
And they said, "Okay, fine. We'll raise it from I think 3,000 to 15,000 hours. You have to log."
Yeah, that's just like when someone's going who is practicing to be a skydiver, like a tandem skydiver. They got to do because I know somebody personally who has their skydiving license, and she had to do like thousands of hours of tandem skydiving before she got her skydiving license to be an instructor.
Yeah,
and she got her license I think 2 years ago.
But I get you know where I think this really stemmed from, like up in New York and all these other cities when the firefighters were always saying, "Hey, we got to diversify the pool," and they started hiring all black people, Latinos and stuff like that, and them good old boys got threatened. That's really where I started hearing statements like this. I'm like, okay, they're trying to diversify the pool. Now you're pissed off.
And the thing is for Brent, and I didn't mean to yell, but and for Brandy, I don't know why he's getting so why he's getting so uptight about it. It's not like he's going to try to be a pilot.
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't trust him to throw a paper airplane. I wouldn't even trust him to fly a drone.
Damn, you don't even trust him in GTA San Andreas?
No.
Damn.
We ain't never gonna get past the first mission.
Dude, you flew up to Vegas for that UFC fight and be Trump's cameraman with your phone. I'm pretty sure you took the plane. I bet you didn't care what your pilot was. That's an 1.5-hour trip. I bet you didn't care. As long as they took off safely and they landed safely, that's all you care. Oh, and you got your nuts at your seat. Pause. So, miss me with this fake outrage because y'all gonna keep talking like this, and then you gonna get. You know what's gonna end up happening? Probably they keep talking like this, they gonna end up on no fly list, so they got something else to bitch about.
Exactly. And I would be all for it.
Yes, sir. I'm like, if y'all do that, we just have one request: take Tariq Nasheed off that no fly list to the UK. That's the only thing we require. You do whatever the hell else.
Wouldn't that be something interesting that most of the pilots ended up becoming like the ones that they don't want to see? They won't have to end up on a no-fly list. They're gonna throw themselves on an unofficial one, their own, and they won't be flying nowhere. You just gonna have to drive everywhere you go, and hopefully it's nowhere overseas. And speaking of overseas, a lot of overseas pilots are international.
Mm-hmm. But those aren't considered diversity hires, though.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I have a request for the Most High and whoever is in power. I would love to see a debate between Candace Owens and Mills Ward.
Who's that?
She is a black female pilot, and she's very decorated, and she's been spotlighted.
Let's not subject her to that filth.
I want to see her get trounced while she's wearing the pilot's hat, full uniform. I want to see her get trounced. United stock will go up 50% within a week. Hey, Candace, I would love to see you get in one of them propeller planes and try to fly that muff. That's what I want to see. Feel that pressure. And watch Mills be sitting there watching you, be like, all right, you got to do this, you got to do this. And Candace like, I can't do this. But, she ain't going to humble herself. But let's get back to Tatum Tots. Go ahead, Tatum Tots.
That's like the NFL. That's like your favorite NFL team saying, it's too many black people on this team. It's not enough diversity. We're going to make sure 50% of the players on the Arizona Cardinals are white players. People, their brains are pop.
What?
And him saying to a young person.
Who the fuck says? Okay. So we're going to go to the teams, even though they've begged teams to at least hire black coaches. Just do the bare minimum. At least interview black coaches. Just the bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
They can't even get that right.
They had to put a whole rule in place just to get black coaches with the Rooney Rule.
Oh my God! And now they're crying that there's going to be 6 black head coaches heading into the new season.
Yeah, they got mad at the new coach for the Patriots because when they was asking him about racism or something like that.
Yeah, he said I told him I don't see color. And
no, not him. Not him. The new coach for the Patriots. He actually said that yes, he does.
Oh right.
And
right,
then
right,
they got so. And by I'm talking about Charlie Kirk. Got so
got
up
upset.
in arms about it.
Then they went after.
They're mad because us calling out white supremacy is us bucking against them. We're not supposed to just acknowledge what's
like y'all keep
obvious.
saying. Y'all keep saying content of character. So these 2 men don't have good character. They just faked it in their interview, right?
Well, Charlie Kirk let him know how he feels because he says on Martin Luther King Day, I'm gonna expose him. Expose him of what? His Martin Luther King Day was on the 16th. It's now the 29th. What did you expose?
He exposed nothing. He let the black man do it. And the black man didn't even expose him either. They just did that for clickbait. But it is what it is.
Well, don't feel like that you got the job for any other reason but because you're excellent. No. They believe in diversity, equity, inclusion. That means that they're seeking to hire you because of the color of your skin, not necessarily your merit. Because if a white guy
don't know,
is better than
they didn't
you,
even read what the DEI thing said.
Oh God!
What did he say?
No, go ahead, Tori. No,
they didn't even read what the DEI said, and even under that, it said women still benefit the most from the DEI.
White women.
Exactly. Sounds like affirmative action, right? Or
like,
what was affirmative action.
Yeah. But even then, they're not. You're going. Oh God. Okay. Since I gotta explain this to you, slow conservatives. They want to diversify their talent pool. There's nothing wrong with that. Number one. Number two, they still have to do the same criteria. They're not gonna lower the standard. You're playing. Do y'all understand? Y'all are arguing DEI in $1 billion industry
that they're not going to beat. That's like the snowflake saying he's going to take down Disney.
Correct.
That's when I knew he lost it.
Right. But
we all got
then,
issues with Disney, but no one's taking down the mouse.
Right. But even with that being known, you're also in an industry where any margin of error can kill people. Your insurance premiums are already high. You think they're just going to put somebody in there just because they might have completed, on they did like two engine planes, the little small ones you get at a private airport. Hey, Brandon, Charlie, you numbskulls, they don't even you know how many armed forces people they've denied over the years because they didn't score well on tests? Did y'all ever factor that in? You would think they would be the most qualified to get in. They don't even accept them. So there was something in there that they didn't like.
Right.
So they want 50% of their talent pool diversified. You know what that leads to? Yeah, more people getting interested. You can have a revolving door of talent come in. That's survival for any business. Please tell me the corporation that has an all-white structure and tell me how much money they made last year. Oops, I guess y'all can't. By the way, how's the NRA doing? But okay.
After all, remember when like the sports teams back in the day were pretty much all white,
and
they needed more viewership? What did they end up doing? Diversifying the teams, aka getting more black players on there. And what happened? People started watching.
Yeah. What happened with the NBA? Do you know the NBA was going to fold in the early 70s? What did they do? They bought out the ABA. People started watching again. It's funny how that worked.
Oh, and let's not talk about saving things. Remember what the Super Bowl halftime show used to look like back in the day? It was horrible. But then on one January day in 1993, one of the greatest entertainers, if not the greatest entertainer that ever lived, by the name of Michael Jackson, did the Super Bowl. And it changed the landscape forever, because they said if they had one more Super Bowl like they did in 92 and years prior, they was going to cancel the halftime show altogether. So here comes this black man, the biggest entertainer in the world, to do his thing for about 15 minutes. First off, we already knew it was going to be great because he just stood there for like the first 5 minutes not saying nothing. So you already knew they had a hit with that. And he did his thing for like 15 minutes. And ever since then, everyone's been trying to top that Super Bowl ever since.
To failing results. Would you like this screenshot, by the way?
You always get some of the best ones.
Yeah, because we got it just in case we need it. But would you like it just in case you have to do another BBB? I mean, PBB.
No, I'm sure that I can. I'll be able to come across one.
Damn.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nisi. Jesus. All right. Say less. All right. Let's see what else he talking about. Nothing, but
you because they need diversity. They're not going to pick you because you're better. Let's
How do you know that?
Oh, say some other crazy stuff. Roll the clip.
Because diversity does not mean less qualified.
And that's why I think this United story and the DEI story hits so hard, because we've all been in the back of a plane when the turbulence hits or when you're flying through a storm and you're like, I'm so glad.
Oh, God. Okay. He just violated. He just violated.
Who is we? Who is we?
I've never sat in the back of a plane and said,
me neither.
I hope the dude flying is qualified. I said,
why the hell
did I not change my seat?
A lot of the times when we get on the plane, we don't even see who the pilot is until we get off the plane. I know,
Right.
I know for a lot of times I don't, because when I get on a plane, the first person I usually see is the person who scans my boarding pass, and then I walk through the tunnel, and then I see the plane. Then the faces I usually see first on the actual plane are the stewardesses. Then I go to my seat, and those are usually the only ones I see the entire flight, because they walk up and down that aisle asking if we want something to drink or something to eat. And then if I do see the pilot, it's not until we get off the plane.
Right.
You may see the pilot because depending, like, because they might walk
You may
through.
see it if you go and look left and the door is open. You may see one of them.
Right. But other than that, for all the times I've flown on the plane, especially in the last, because I traveled quite a bit in the last couple of years, I've never questioned who my pilot was. My only worry was, can we get there safely? Yeah. That is it. And on time, preferably.
Preferably. Especially if you got a connecting flight.
Well, I've been lucky. I've been getting straight flights.
Tori got that money.
Well, no. Sometimes I just sometimes I just lucked up. For instance, when I went to LA, I was able to get a round trip straight flight both ways.
That shouldn't be a problem nowadays. It's DC to LA. That shouldn't. You think they would have given you a layover?
Well, it was a lot of layover flights. Like the flight I took was the only one without a layover.
Wow.
And I left at a pretty decent time. I left like in the morning, not too early. It wasn't like it was the first flight out. I think it was like around 9 to 10. Yeah,
that's crazy. All right, let's go back to this.
And I saw the guy with the right stuff and the square jaw get into the cockpit before we took off, and I feel better now.
No, I mean, like, you want to go thought crime? Like, I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
Well, that's the you wouldn't have done that. You wouldn't have done that before.
Ooh, by the way, Brandon, he showed the full context. So what are you gonna say about that?
Mm-hmm.
Not an immediate. No, you wouldn't. That's not who I am. That's not what I believe.
That's what you are. Probably that is what you believe. That's the other part that got me too. He said that's not who I am. That's not what I believe. You just said it. That is who you are. That is what you believe. You believe that black people are unqualified to fly a plane.
And the left made me. The left made me this.
The left made me this way.
That's what the man said. His man said. The left made me this way.
Okay.
First of all, we already.
The reality of left is created, which is 100% true. Charlie is saying, I wouldn't normally think like this. But because they put it out in the forefront, it's now creating a situation within me that now I'm thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about how they hire. I'm thinking.
Yes, you were.
Oh, God.
Yes, you were. Now you see this. They say they hate the left so much, but the left made them do this. The left made them say this.
Why are you listening to what the left says?
I thought y'all didn't like the left. I thought y'all was. Hey, would this be considered woke?
Yes.
By their standards, would this be considered woke? Would this be considered victimhood?
Yes.
Would this be like not taking accountability? All of that stuff.
Wow, you sound like a victim.
The left made me do it. I wasn't like this, but until the left started throwing it in our face, then I had to say something. No, that's what you've always wanted to say. Knock it off. You are a grown man who's married. And I don't know how many shots of Patron or whatever or Jägermeister that your wife had to take to say yes to your proposal and then pop out multiple children. Because I refuse to believe she was sober when this happened.
Damn, you know you in trouble. When I went there, grand pissed off. You know you in trouble.
I went there with that one.
I know you did, and I don't fault you.
Same thing with Charlie Kirk. When I found out this man. He is well. I don't know if he's married, but the fact that he has a child.
No, he is. He got 3.
Another one.
I think he has 3 kids, either 2 or 3. Whatever. But
damn. Yeah. I guess the world is very interesting.
Look at that look. How you bucking your eye that hard, bro?
A Teddy Graham.
Damn. All right, Torian, I see you.
How'd you playing that little
Tatum Graham? We go. That's your new nickname from Tatum Graham.
Tatum Graham. Wow.
Tatum Graham. Woo! All right.
He is more than qualified to put on the Confinity Gauntlet.
that snap biscuit does. Jesus.
How they hire? I'm thinking that United Airlines is hiring the most qualified people, and therefore
the most qualified people are white people.
How do you? They're not going. You telling me
they're not going to? They're not going to say it, but that's what they're saying.
Say it again.
They're saying that the most qualified people are white people. They're not going to say that though. That's what they're saying. Like I said, that word diversity is like kryptonite to them. that thing like literally gives them an ulcer every time it is said, every time it is seen, every time it is whispered, every time it is heard. They feel a little ache, a little pain, a little twitch.
Right. Okay. Tatum Tots. Let's help you and Charlie Cuck real fast. Do you really think United, American, Delta, JetBlue, Spirit, not so much, Southwest, and all
American,
these other
Delta.
I said American.
Okay.
What's the other one? Frontier. We'll use Frontier.
Alaska
Airlines, Hawaiian Airlines, Caribbean Airlines,
Emirates.
Well, that's more international. I kind of want to keep it in America.
Oh, okay.
But even we'll keep it with the domestic ones. Do you really think at the bare minimum they're going to put unqualified people in charge of something that costs them $89 million? Because this is their 737. This is average price. Yeah. I'm just saying. I don't know no business.
But the thing is, they don't read because they can't read.
I know.
Just like in the movie Big Daddy, when he was asking them how many people think that the boy should do his homework, and the guy raised his hand. And when he asked how many should not, the little boy raised his hand. He said, "Well, you just lost 2-1." He said, "This guy doesn't count because he can't even read." They are that person that raised their hand that cannot read. They can't read. They won't read. They don't read. They just can't. They don't. And they won't.
You want to drop some bars on them?
No.
I don't understand this.
And they don't research either, clearly.
Like, I found this just typing it in just now. Now, yes, this is last year's prices, but still. Nobody not gonna put me on somebody. I just flew a two engine plane from a private airport and put me in charge of an $89 million piece of equipment. No way. Do you understand the kind of liability would happen if anything happened?
That's a liability I don't want.
Thank you. My insurance finna go up. Nobody's gonna hire me. I'm gonna be a risk to go on planes. By the way, white men have crashed more planes than anybody, but y'all don't want to have that conversation.
Yep.
And next are Asians, but y'all don't want to have that conversation.
They're basing the black.
Oh,
black
wait. I fucked up. Per capita. Sorry.
They're basing the flights they're basing their takes on black pilots on that movie Flight with Denzel.
That's the whole plane?
No.
Yeah, but we forgot about per capita. Assholes. No, Vincent Taylor, you don't. And hello, you don't say diversity and they go It's diversity and they go re. It's like the liberals used to do. You said, TJ, hello, you seem new, but welcome. You said, do you think black people want to be kamikaze pilots? Do they think black people want to be kamikaze? No, they think we're going to take it and park it in the hood. And we're going to have a party on it.
Or fly it into the black hole.
Right. We're going to take it to the Bermuda Triangle. I mean, the real racists, they'll be like, well, if they're qualified, they can fly black people back to Africa. No. We just want a fair shot at making it a living. If we like air travel, cool. Y'all don't want to give us the access to the capital to start our own? Fine. We're going to creep into your shit. Easy fix. But okay. You're going to keep white guys out of jobs. I'm like, okay. What's the problem? This is the problem. Look at them bucking again. God damn. The biscuits must have just came out the oven. Jesus.
Every pilot that go in there must be the most qualified. If I saw a black, if I saw a white, if I saw a woman, if I saw a trans, they're qualified. But when they come out on TV and say,
advice for you, sir, never go into a plane nervous.
Qualification isn't the number one priority It's diversity.
Oh, good
So
God.
then you have to ask the question. Me and the team was talking about this. Well, what were they doing
What
before?
team?
What team?
We thought the same thing. What team?
Team.
He always
Wait a
brings
minute.
up
He
some
violated.
team.
What he violated?
Who is we? Who is we?
About the Tatums? That's the team?
The team is his wife.
Oh my God.
You are being lied to.
All right. We gotta bring out one of the old school ones. He said team.
Who cares?
This guy being the team. So you're telling us you don't even do these videos yourself? You're not that talented? Say less. I wonder how much of them are diversity hires. But okay. Go ahead, Darthar Tatum Tots.
Starting to implement diversity. Were they hiring the best? If they were hiring the best, then that means diversity wasn't hiring the best. It's not hiring the best.
What are you
because they would have
talking
diversity
about? Whatever.
if they were hiring the best. So let me play this clip for you, and it's still more that I want to say to
black
slap this
people
guy
are
over the head.
best.
You knew this.
Okay, sir.
There's not a black person in this country that didn't already know there were white people in this country who have the same opinions of the 4 white guys on that panel. I went to grade school in New Orleans, Louisiana in the 80s. And even back then, our black teachers, coaches, vice principals, and principals always told us that we had to work harder because there are people out there who will always think that you got something because you were black.
Nobody thinks that. It's called affirmative action.
It's a lot of people who think that. It's a lot of people who think that. They're thinking it right now. What are you doing right now?
Oh,
you're
man.
getting it because you're black. That's literally what you're saying right now, is they're getting it because they're black. And now you just didn't he say at the beginning that this guy was going to contradict himself? What did Fakem just do in less than 10 minutes? Contradict himself. He does it every
all his affirmative action
time.
videos are BS, then he should delete them. And he should do a retraction video. Hey, all you Tatum Tots fans that actually listen to this video and bypass this part. How did you bypass this?
And even back then, our black teachers, coaches, vice principals, and principals always told us that we had to work harder because there are people out there who will always think that you got something because you were black.
Nobody thinks that. It's called affirmative action. So
nobody thinks that. Did we not just watch them last summer say this is great that affirmative action is ending because they thought it benefited us? And we told them it don't benefit us, it benefits white women.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we didn't get upset about it. And you know what's so crazy is you had mainstream media that was like scratching their head, wondering why we were not that mad about it. We said because we didn't benefit from it. That's why we didn't care.
Right. They were waiting for us to go outside and riot. We were like,
but
okay.
No, we didn't. And rightfully so, because we didn't benefit from it.
Right.
As a collective, we didn't.
Right. And what did we do when it happened? We laughed all day. Every article that came out, we laughed. Again, it dropped in the summertime. It hit people. They figured it out. Damn, we just screwed ourselves. That black people were right, but we never gonna tell them that out loud. And
now they upset that it's gone.
Oh yeah. Oh, bro. Wait till August. Well, maybe not August so much. Wait till June and go find them Asians and their TikToks and their social media talking about how they ain't getting into their schools. I thought affirmative action was supposed to help me. I thought dropping it was supposed to make everything even. Who the told you that? How'd that work? Back to basics said, don't lie on my 3rd and 11th grade teachers like that, Mrs. Jones and Mr. Arrington. You mean old boy talking or Tatum Tots?
She's talking about when her teachers told her about having to work twice as hard. And she was telling Fakem not to lie on her teachers, saying that no one ever said that. I know I definitely heard that from my parents growing up.
Oh yeah.
A lot of times.
Yeah,
they were not lying.
Yep. They say you gotta work hard. They say you can't be lazy out here. Boy, Tatum. But I get it. You got everything. You parlayed employee into employer. I get it. But you were given all your opportunities, sir. Excuse me.
When there's a concept of affirmative action, then people begin to believe that you are an affirmative action hire. It's the same thing that happened with Joe Biden and the Supreme Court Justice. I forget her name now. Ketanji Brown Jackson. The man should have just said, I'm hiring the best woman, or not even woman. I'm hiring the best candidate that I can find. We're going to do a rigorous search. We're going to look at background search. Referrals are going to be intense. This is going to be the most qualified Supreme Court justice we have ever appointed in American history. And in your mind, you can just pick a black woman. But you don't.
Well, here's the thing. Even if he did that, they all would have still found a way to switch it to, oh, he just picked her because she's black and a woman. Exactly. See, they would have did that. And we know they would have did that. But they say that they don't see color. That is BS. They do. Again, like they say, playing in our face.
And wasn't his pool nothing but black women?
Yeah.
So he kept it on brand. But all right.
They just want to have white people be in the face of everything. Well, guess what? Y'all are the face of something. Those opioids.
Facts.
Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah.
The low birth rates. Why don't you talk about that?
Oh, they not touching that. Anytime you bring that up, they get pissed off.
They gonna
touch that one time.
They default to per capita.
What that mean? I told some dude tried that with me on Saturday, and I said
they default to per capita.
I know
per capita.
Per capita. I was like, that's great. And I told this dude, I was like, listen, we're replenishing and you're diminishing. I ain't hear nothing from him since. I don't get what his point is of what he's trying to say here. I don't get it.
He doesn't know. He just needed something to talk about and ramble on for 20 minutes.
Why didn't he talk? There was more things he could talk
bandwidth.
About. But there was so much to talk about. We're off this.
He needs to be worried about November 5th and what his position is going to be.
I keep telling him, hey, conservatives, even if Trump wins, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Because for one thing, MAGA may not have a lot of power, but MAGA does know how to do one thing correctly, and they've been consistent on this: weeding out their troops, weeding out the landscape of MAGA. Y'all not going to be around. I promise you. MAGA's on Reddit right now, killing Brandon Tatum, but there is no. Never mind. I know he don't go over there, so he don't know. But all right.
Yeah, over on YouTube is where his echo chamber dwells.
Mm-hmm.
Without it, he has nothing.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You say, I'm gonna pick a black woman. But what if the black man is more qualified than the black woman?
He told you what he was picking, dumbass.
You gonna pick a woman.
They would have complained about the black man.
Thank you. Yeah, y'all would have went through every one of his decisions just like y'all did Kuntanji. So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
imagine if Biden said, I'm gonna bring in Olu Stevens.
Oh,
imagine.
Oh, now that would be someone. Now that would be someone who's more than qualified,
right? But
we know we know that in the fantasy that's going to happen. But in reality, we know that ain't happening,
right? But they would have had a problem with him.
And keep in mind, to the people in the chat, Fakem belongs to that crowd of people that want us to go over there and be with them to help get Trump into office.
Yeah,
I just want y'all to be aware of that.
Yeah, these idiots.
To join this MAGA train, baby. Choo choo! Choo!
There you go.
Them. All right. Go ahead, Tatum.
That's why people are telling you they're creating victimhood on two ends. The reason people are stupid enough to tell young black men you got to work harder than white people, one reason is because they believe that you're a victim. They don't believe that you're equal. They don't believe that you're smart enough.
Think
they don't.
Oh God! No! He ain't getting away with that one. No!
No. Bro, ain't no motherfucking way, bro. Ain't no motherfucking way.
He not getting away with that one. Go ahead, Tori. He ain't getting away with that.
No, what I was saying. Nah, damn, I almost forgot what I was saying.
My bad.
What did I say?
You want to play it again?
Yeah.
All right.
Stupid enough to tell young black men you got to work. Telling you, they're creating victimhood on two ends. The reason people are stupid enough to tell young black men you got to work harder than white people, one reason is because they believe that you're a victim. They don't believe that you're equal. They don't believe that you're smart enough. They don't believe it.
Oh, now I remember. They don't believe that about him.
Facts.
They think he's a dumbass.
I would love to pop up in one of his live streams and just show a Reddit on him.
You mean
what they really think about him.
Just drop the link, the Reddit link?
Yeah, just show it to him. But like, since you think they telling you straight up they don't fool with you. Dude, you get cooked on Twitter every time you post something. Again, he seems to forget that ever since his Uvalde take, they could have forgiven the stuff you said before because you had bad take, but that's good enough for a debate. What you said about Uvalde, you turned off a whole bunch of white people. You're getting folk who probably heard about you through the algorithm or somebody that they like. Your channel got recommended. You say the things that keep white people safe, meaning they don't come outside and you say sweet nothings about them and they feel like that's the whole world.
Like I said, the male Candace Owens.
I can't believe he said that. It's funny though, because I saw an article today that that Austin reparations program they did. Yeah. Guess what people use that money for?
What's that?
Buying real estate. It's funny how that works. And they only getting $1,000 a month, and they used it and bought real estate. But okay. When black folk tell you that, oh, I'm not taking over the sins of my grandfathers and grandmothers. Okay. Yeah. What's the first thing that migrants have been doing when they gave them that money that y'all complain about? Oh, yeah, they bought an asset, even though it depreciates. Okay. But y'all cool with that. All right. Cool. But go ahead. He's going to talk more. He's going to tell us the other part of it.
Enough because you got to work extra hard. And you begin to question scenarios that you should never question because people ain't thinking like that. And I'll get to the other one in a second. Let me let him.
Sir, that keeps us safe out here. See, y'all, you naive nouveau blacks keep thinking that they love you because you talk like that. You gonna get people deleted. You keep this up. And
he probably doesn't care.
No, he's gonna say, well, I never got somebody deleted based on what I said. I'm like, how do you know that? If you think
all they have to do is say the person who said, like, hypothetically that they did delete someone, all they would have to say is that I watched Brandon Tatum. All they got to do is name drop you one time, and they'll look to you as the person who inspired them to do it, and then they gonna come and knock down your door.
Right. Some of these master leaders, they went through your social media history, and what did they find? Right-wing channels. Like what? Alex Jones.
Just Pearly things.
Just Pearly things.
Because I know that her name came up when Ryan Palmer did what he did last year.
When Frank James did what he did 2 years ago, yeah. What did they say? He was listening to black centric channels and red pill content. Yeah. Randy, you in trouble if somebody does something and they drop your name in your search history. You be in trouble. We see you copping, please. You be like this here.
Robert, stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. Robert. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
So we've always known that we've had to outwork everyone just to get half the respect.
How you saw that look, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, do you have to outwork other black people though?
Yes. Yes, you fool. God, he's so dumb. Sir, you gotta outwork everybody in this world to get ahead. Are you insane?
You can tell he's a bare minimum Negro.
This Negro has commercial space. Who would you have to outbid to go get that space, fool? Sir, you sell merch. You have to outdo a lot of the competition on YouTube just to get sales, sir. You have to outdo everybody to get views on YouTube.
Exactly.
So you can pay your bills because this is the only source of income you got really that's consistent. Maybe you don't know this, Brandon, but you're a father like me. We have a job that we don't necessarily advertise. We have to make sure our children outperform everybody. Because if they don't, they blame us. You're a black man, sir, as well as I am. This world don't like us. If your children become scourges of society, they're going to blame you, not the mother. Especially you because of what you say on YouTube. So yeah, that what you just said is full cap. But okay, continue. I cut you off.
No. Do you have to outwork other black people?
Yes.
These people create these scenarios as if the workforce is nothing but white folks, and you go on, you got to compete against white people. But what if it's 5 black dudes working for the job?
I have to
outwork. You have to
outwork them.
What the hell? Like, what kind of question is that?
What corporation you don't know if they have a whole bunch of 5 black people going for the same thing? They're not going to make all 5 black people.
That's just like,
work.
Oh, I'll give you a better example. Auditioning for a role.
Thank you.
If they are asking for a black man of a certain height, build, and all this, that, and the third, that means you're going to be competing against hundreds of other black men that fit that mold. You're not going to be the only one to get that one role. That means you're competing.
Right. Cat Williams done told y'all that 26 days ago. I went in for an audition. Martin said, you got the role. I had to go audition, and 200 other comics were in there.
And sometimes you got to audition more than once because there's so many people, and they got to narrow the pool down.
Right. Are you insane? They don't like competition.
Been shot, right? No, you don't have to work twice as hard as the other black dudes working for the job. Y'all all get an even shot, right? No, you don't have to work twice as hard as the other black.
Sir. If every one of them did an even shot, you're going to leave it up to the person to promote you. How does that work? Because they're not going to tell you how they judge the criteria. You have to stand out. You played football, sir. You had to stand out to get your scholarship, correct?
Well, based on his stats, did he really play?
No, but somebody still gave him money because he's from Texas. And that's football country.
No, he was stealing money. That's what that was.
I know, but I'm just saying for reference because you know how they get butthurt when you say they stealing.
Well, if they that butthurt, they need to take some preparation H.
You mean preparation C? But even you had to stand out to get that scholarship, correct? So you had to compete.
And I'm sure it was against other black players,
right, from Texas that were better than you. But okay.
Black people applying, do you? Oh, okay. Come on, bro. Like you crazy. If
He
you live in
think
Atlanta,
that he think
where-
he's he think
He's
he think he did.
He's saying nothing, but he's
You know, he said so. That's what makes this whole
his
thing
crowd. He's talking to his crowd. Oh my God. His crowd loves this. Everybody on the outside looking at it like, oh, what he talking about? And they hear this. Like, does he not understand what's going on in this world right now? But okay.
Nothing but black people in businesses where there's nothing but black people working there, nothing but black people in the hiring process. Do you still have to work twice as hard as white
And you know
people?
what's so crazy? And you know what's so crazy? Even if it was all black people that was there, out there and say, "Why aren't there no white people there?"
Oh my God!
Try about diversity when it's dealing with black people getting the leg up, but then when it's the reverse, then they're okay with it.
He can't be serious right now.
Oh, but
because the corporation
is
is black. So he said, because the corporation is black, do you have to work hard and compete in a black organization? Yes.
Yes. Do you think if it's just only black people that they don't have to work hard, they don't have to compete? That's what he thinks. That's legit what he thinks. If you didn't have to work to compete, that means everyone else that's there is slacking. That means that business is literally seconds from crumbling.
Right. Either they're slacking or there's nepotism.
Which, by the way, speaking of nepotism, let's talk about how many white people are nepo babies.
Oh, yeah.
Who were just literally given something. Let's talk about Harvard Zealous. I bet he didn't talk about that.
Oh, no, he ain't touching that.
Okay. Or let's talk about all those parents that paid money to Rick Singer so they can get their dumbass kids into these schools that weren't qualified, and all of them were white.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about advantages now.
Oh, he won't touch that.
I know he won't. I know he didn't because it happened. No, how many years ago?
No, you know what? You know why I think he did touch it, because they were liberals.
Okay,
that's the only reason why he touched it.
Okay,
but we're gonna skip the conservatives that do it. Okay, we're gonna skip them. But all right.
Come on, bro. It's crazy.
I was in college in the 90s. During that time, I was on the track and field team. And myself and a lot of my black teammates would talk about this way back then. We would always talk about how we had to carry ourselves in public, in school, and in interviews just to get an inkling of the respect that we would get if we were white. After college, 20 years ago, when I got the job that I'm in right now as a professor and a coach, I went to one of my favorite teachers, my high school algebra teacher, who was white, and asked him for a letter of recommendation.
Let's break this down. You went to your teacher who was white, obviously poured into you. You loved him, or you respected him enough. He respected you enough for you to get a reference from him.
How do you know it wasn't him? How do you know it wasn't her? He didn't specify gender.
Mm-hmm.
See how he defaulted right to the teacher being a him, even though he didn't say what gender the teacher was.
High school algebra teacher who was white, and asked him for a letter of recommendation.
Okay, he did say him. Okay,
Let's break this down. You went to your teacher who was white, obviously poured into you. You loved him, or you respected him enough. He respected you enough for you to get a reference from this person. So I would argue that teacher is an advocate of you, a fan of who you are.
While handing me that letter 20 years ago, he says to me, "You know, Demetrius, I'm really proud of you. And even if you're getting this job because they needed to hire a few more black people, doesn't mean that you can't do great things." I was absolutely floored. Imagine how you feel when you were a good student, an exceptional athlete, had already been a successful coach and educator, and then be told by one of your favorite teachers that you're not getting the job because of your extraordinary credentials, but because you're black.
Now, listen to what the man's saying. This is why, if I was white,
Which I'm sure he wishes he was. I'm sure he wakes up every morning and wishes he was. He probably gets so upset every time he wakes up and realizes, damn, not today. Maybe I can click my heels 3 times like Dorothy and wake up tomorrow and I look like the other side of my hand.
I love how he just missed the bigotry there. I love how he missed it.
Of course he did, because he doesn't listen.
Oh my God. He literally just told you he lost respect for his teacher because he only viewed him not as an exceptional student, but just being black.
Right. Again,
you should have a problem with that, Brandon.
Isn't that the whole point of this video? I mean,
it's the literal point. That's why I understand why he titled it like this and why he's trying to cape for Charlie Kirk.
He's a dumbass, in the words of Red Foreman.
This man right here literally laid out his credentials, and all his teachers saw was color. This is the same thing Charlie was sitting there talking about. He saw the uniform, but he saw the person inside the uniform and didn't give a damn about the qualification. He only saw the skin color. Brandon, you were a cop. 10-1, and you've even admitted this. I bet you they respected the white cops more than you.
Mm-hmm.
You could have been better than the white cop. Hell, the white cop that you were with could have been the one you were training. And they saw your skin color and said, nah, we gonna talk to the rookie. Sir, they call you, you're just a black voice for white supremacy. This is what they're calling you on Reddit, sir. The first word is black when they reference you. But okay. All these accomplishments you've done, you've been on TV, you've been on the radio, you've been in documentaries, you've been on all these organizations. You're vice president that don't get paid in an organization that your sis that's around the same age as you makes hella more money, and a white woman that makes more money than her. By the way, she would be considered a diversity hire. And you still haven't grasped this concept yet. But, you know, whatever.
That man wrote you a letter of recommendation.
How do you know he wrote it?
Right. Again, he doesn't listen.
Love you. If we put that man on the interview right now, he would speak probably nothing but highly things about you and never thought about your color of your skin.
He literally just told him that he did it. Oh my God. He literally just told you. Think what he said to his student, he's not going to repeat to you, but I get it. You're going to miss it.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to miss it. Or the teacher knowing that he's going to be on there, he's going to omit that part because he doesn't want to look bad. But he literally just told you the story. But okay, I get it. Black people lie. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
According to Brand, black people lie. Okay.
Now, what he was trying to do is protect you, which it didn't work because you still want to be a victim, even though you're highly successful.
The fuck?
What he wanted to protect you from is not allowing the virtue signal of universities to stop to make you feel a certain way.
What?
He's trying to protect your feelings. So
oh,
he said,
wow. Wow. He needed his white teacher to protect his feelings. He needed his white algebra teacher to protect his feelings. Oh, good God. I almost want to stop it here, but I know he's going to say more stupid stuff that we could make fun of. What?
They may have picked you because of this. That does not mean that you are not excellent, and it does not mean you can't do great things. Don't let the affirmative action hire companies and all of these companies.
There's no affirmative.
Right. What is he talking about? Well, there's no affirmative action.
Brandon, let me help you. They don't use affirmative action in hiring you, you dummy.
This is how you know this man never had a job.
Oh my God. Sir, you filled out job applications like all of us done. Where has it ever said affirmative action?
At this point, I just want to see what I just want to see what the supporters got to say. Because remember, I always tell you who's worse, the grifter or their supporters.
It's called the EEOC, sir, not the Affirmative Action Committee.
Well, based on the likes to dislike, I can pretty much gauge what they said.
We'll play it and look at some of these comments
that are going after black people and picking them because of their race, not really looking at their.
I mean, like you coons.
They not. Do you know why you're chosen? Smart. They really aren't. He thinks he's so smart. No, you are so stupid, and they know it. You don't, but they do.
Brandon Tatum, nobody ever told you this in your life. I'll tell you, and I shouldn't even, because I'm about to be off code. They pick you because you're safe. They pick Ketanji Brown Jackson because she's safe. She's not going to buck the apple cart. She's not going to turn the ship over. They pick Candace because she's safe. And now they're finding out that you propped her up, and as safe as you thought she was, she's not, because she flies off every now and again and embarrasses everybody. That's why David Horowitz had to come outside and disavow her from his organization. They pick y'all because you're safe. They know you see, how you call it, Torian, the biscuit dust? What'd you call it?
Butter dust.
The butter dust. They see y'all, they throw the butter dust in your face and you're trying to inhale it. The rest of us are coughing, trying to get through it. You're a safe Negro. They don't have to worry about Brandon going outside embarrassing them until you ran your mouth about Evaldi and Tyree Nichols. You're safe. Why do you think Leo Terrell gets to go on Fox News and he's a whole Democrat? He's safe. Jesus Christ. Look at this. You got old white women talking about this. Never mind. I see you didn't heart anybody's comments. Here we go. I'm so sick of the race obsession too. Stop. Let's get on with just being Americans. What is an American?
Exactly. What define that, please? What is an American?
He's
absolutely
right.
and shout out to my videos doing good. I just had
yes,
to
sir. Yes, sir. Hey, do your thing.
I just happened to see it when you were scrolling.
He's absolutely right. It's not about race. It's about people being hired for positions that they aren't qualified for only because of their skin color or sexual preference. You guys are retarded.
Yeah, and notice which ones he hearted.
Yeah, we need to go back to the best person qualified. You guys are retarded.
Just say it. Y'all want everything to be lily white. Well, guess what? The reason why it's not is because it's boring. Oof. Imagine an all-white NFL team or NFL organization. Boring. An all-white NBA team. Boring. And they knew it was boring back then. That's why they had to throw black people in there, because they needed some flavor. It was bland, much like their cooking.
Someone asked the question, how long does one have to coon? Because it seems to be forever just to be white folks' friend. And what do they get? Shit, you could coon tomorrow morning.
That's a perfect tweet. White people, you want to know why they diversified a lot of things? Because you're boring.
You're boring.
That was Sting. Hey. I could imagine how much, like, if that tweet was to take off, how many that will flood that comment section.
Why? You know I'm writing it right now on Twitter, right? You know I'm doing it. Let me share. You want to know why white people really hate DEI and we gonna fuck with an affirmative action? Because everything they do is boring. No seasoning, no rhythm. Right? Yeah, that's how you spell rhythm. Yeah. No. Oh my God. No rhythm. No. What's the word? Damn. Okay, fine. We'll just say it like this. No succinct applications. Because you gotta throw in a couple of them white words for them, or they feel out of place. Wait, it says it was a DEI. What's the other one?
CRC.
That's kind of dead now. I don't want to bring that back up. You want to know where hate DEI? What if I wrote per capita? Okay, I'll put your no soul / rhythm. Hate DEI. We'll leave that there. I should. Maybe this one will take off and white people come after me. You got somebody you could go kill? Yeah. I did that already. So I'll add to the per capita stat. So let's go. What else you want me to do? And then here come all the memes. Yeah, I like watermelon. It's pretty good. All right, let's go.
As much. Don't let that affect you, young man. A white man told him that because he cared about him, or he wouldn't have wrote.
So him debasing this black man to his skin color was taking care of him because he loved him.
There it is. I'm sure that's what Fakem has been told several times.
Oh my god!
This guy literally is Steven from Django.
Oh my god!
Steven from Django.
He did not just say that
because Massa loved you, allegedly.
Massa whipping you because he loves you. You just got to take it. Excuse me?
Oh my God, bro. We gonna keep this? Nigga.
He did not just say that.
He did.
Oh God.
Wrote him a reference. But this man thinks the white man is racist. He finna say it. He thinks the white man has an implicit racial bias towards him.
Well, I'm sorry. He grew up in New Orleans. I mean, he grew up in New Orleans in the 80s. I mean, we talking about the deep South there.
Right.
But okay.
The man then gave you a reference, poured into you, speak life to you, and you counting him in a category with racist. You can't please some of these people.
Imagine the gut punch.
Shut the fuck.
And that was 20 years ago.
Say it. No, just say it. Just say it. Just say it. It's okay. Just say it.
I wish you would just shut the fuck up. My God.
Be nice. Yeah. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
I know, but you just say it, brother. Say, get it off your chest.
Man,
I don't mind having Torian Rage on my platform. It's actually kind of cool. But why would he say some dumb shit like this?
Damn, me saying that made the screen go black.
Yeah,
I got some more powerful than I thought.
Years ago. So when a guy's on this panel saying that this is something new or the reality that the left has created, no, we've always been told this. Because we've always known that there are racist white people who don't think black.
Brandon, you're not about to sit up there and say there ain't no racist white people. You are not about to tell us there's no racist white people. You are not about to tell us there's no racist white people. Shit, I just said it 3 times, and here come a racist white person. Brandon, you are not about to tell us there's no racist white people. You're not about to do that. Mister, I grew up in Texas. I live in Arizona. You not finna tell us there's no racist white people.
People are ever going to be good enough.
How you gonna do him like that? How you gonna do your dude like that? If he didn't think you were good enough, why would he give you a reference? If the man didn't care about you, he would have never said something that he felt would help you.
Why did he shuffle his shoulders like that? Where did that come from? What was that?
Oh my God. So a racist is gonna hide his true feelings? Please tell me the name of the racist, Brandon, that's hid their true feelings.
Known that there are racist white people who don't think black people are ever going to be good enough.
How you gonna do him like that?
What would, bruh? No. We screen record that later. No, he did not just do that.
That's what I was saying. Where did that?
He did the cool
shimmy
shit
come from? Where did that come from? Like I said, he's very performative.
Oh my God. I might have to put him in there now, do the MAGA video again and add him to it. What was that?
Just white people who don't think black people are ever going to be good enough.
How you gonna do him like that?
I don't know what that was. Let's.
What was that? The Sambo shimmy? Is that what we calling it? What was that? Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold it. He said, how you gonna do him like that? What was, I can't even do it. That really is a Sambo shimmy. What was that?
I have
how you
no
gonna do
clue.
him like that?
And it's not like he was mocking him. At first, I had to look to see if he was trying to mock the person on the screen, but the person on the screen is just like still. He's
right,
not moving. But what was that little shimmy thing?
How much WWF did you watch back in the day?
I think I know where you're going.
You know where I'm going with this.
I watched quite a bit of it.
You remember the Hurricane?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said, "What's up with that?" And then he did his pose.
Mm-hmm.
That's Brandon right there.
Mm.
Where'd you think I was going? Where'd you think I was going?
I thought you was gonna do like whenever the Rock did his finisher, because you know he always did that little shimmy thing with his shoulder.
Oh yeah,
that's what I thought you was gonna do.
Oh, he's like, are we gonna see the most electrifying move in sports entertainment?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe he just said that.
I can't believe he said and did that.
One more time for the family.
White people who don't think black people are ever going to be good enough.
How you gonna do him like that? How you?
Wait a minute, I can't breathe. Hold on, I'm gonna have to let myself take over. Hold on. I'm sorry. What is this? Is he? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is this?
People who don't think black people are ever going to be good enough.
How you gonna do him like that? How you gonna do?
Why you do that shimmy?
Look, that was the most random thing we've seen this entire video.
God. Oh my God. I'm glad I didn't turn it off. One more time. Hey.
Let me tell you something, man. You see a thing named police, politician. Me not trust none of them boy, the road boy. Remember.
One more time.
Who don't think black people are ever going to be good enough.
How you gonna do him like that? How you gonna do your dude like that? If he didn't think you were good enough, why would he give you a reference? If the man didn't care about you, he would have never said something that he felt would help you and give you peace.
Oh, I thank you, sir, for pawning off your racism on me. Thank you. How many times did you call me the N-word in this reference?
In this chaotic situation of liberal virtue signaling. But you turn around 20 years later and see him as a racist instead of seeing him as a man that loved you. And you, instead of
man that loved you, this is what he said.
You can tell that Fakem probably was called the N-word a few times by white men, and he accepted it. So he just feels every black man should be as weak and feckless as he is. That is not a man on the screen. I'm not talking about the one who's, speaking with good logical sense. I'm talking about the little one in the bottom right corner. Like in the words of Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story, he is a sad, strange little man.
Instead of them promoting, we're going to hire blacks, they shouldn't do that because it diminishes your credentials.
How?
By virtue of them even saying that. When you
if they have their credentials, then that means they're qualified. It has nothing to do with them being black. But they seem to think we aren't qualified. Now, listen, this is a black man that is saying that other black people, let's just keep it on black men, aren't qualified for these jobs because we're black, not because we have the qualifications. Remember on some of the applications back in the day, like, I don't know if they still do it, where they say, oh, we didn't accept you because you were overqualified.
Yeah, it was always something stupid.
Yeah. They didn't want to take somebody in that could do the job better. They wanted someone that didn't know what they were doing so they could have a job to do, as in training that person.
Right. They said that and then upgraded to, we found somebody else with better qualifications and we're going to move forward with that.
Basically someone that was underqualified.
Right. How you going to do him like that? Shh, I hate this man.
Ditto.
Or delusion, declusion, and illusion. You with a DEI company, you have to then ask the question, well, what were y'all doing before y'all?
A DEI company.
A DEI company.
How do you know the company is DEI?
Exactly, unless you went and looked it up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
So, you know what? At this point, why don't we just go back to Jim Crow? We can have a whites only section here and a colored here. A whites only water fountain and a color water fountain. Black people in the back of the bus, white people in the front of the bus. White people in the front of the theater. Black people, you got to pay at front and then walk up the stairs into the balcony. Why don't we just go ahead and do that?
Don't forget about the restaurants. Don't forget about the parks. Don't forget about the what they call it. Hell, you couldn't even go on an airplane.
Right. Yeah, why don't we just go back to that? You know?
Yeah. Oh, Brandon, you do know you would get more harassed than us, right? You do know that, right? Because you're in an interracial relationship.
Ooh, yes.
Since you want to go back to Jim Crow so much, if we go back there and we're going to be retroactive, that means Loving v. Virginia never happened. So you'd have to be in silence. No posting of your kids and your old lady. I don't think you want to do that.
And you can live in an outhouse.
Right.
With one toilet that doesn't flush.
Oh, yeah. And also, you talking like this, they don't like that. See, they wouldn't like us because we'd be calling them out, but they'd at least respect us enough to at least have the debate with us to see which one of us they can knock off. You talking for them, they don't like that.
Yeah, remember your partner in crime, Candace, tried that, and how did that work for her?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's one thing that Jim Crow white people did not like. They did not like a bunch of coons coming outside. That's why if you were going to do that, they stayed exclusively with the black community and was talking crap about the black community until they ran into the honorable minister and the rest of the intellectuals that were there. But yeah, he's going to keep talking.
Diversity and inclusion. Well, y'all racist? So they're not saying that they were racist before. Now all of a sudden they're doing what? Now all of a sudden when they get resumes in, they're only going to the black people to find candidates.
You know they're black.
Right. How do you
know? How do you know? Now, I get it. You could put your profile picture.
Again, the DEI goes back to them only focusing on black people, even though it's not only black people under that DEI umbrella, but they only mainly focus anyway, on black people. It's not my fault that your IQ is that of a prune.
Damn. Okay. Somebody said shout out to Stacey Dash. Where's she at?
I told Charlie, I said I had put up on Twitter on X the other day. I said that 11 in Charlie Kirk's name is his IQ.
Damn.
You know, him being a community college flunky and whatnot. You have to be pretty dumb to drop out of community college. I'm always going to hang that over his head. And in the first semester,
community college washout.
I wonder how many months he did before he decided to leave.
Community college washout.
Washout. Something tells me Wash and Charlie Kirk don't go in the same sentence.
Ooh, Torian. He said it.
I did, and I stand on it.
Yes, sir.
And Charlie Kirk just looks like his breast stink with them baby teeth. You know, just look at someone that look like their breast stink. That's what I meant to say about Tim Scott today. I said every time he smiles, I just feel like an odor just comes out of his gums. That man look like he got some funky gums.
Jesus.
This is way over the edge. Like we it's not even over the edge. We died already.
This is beyond the event horizon. Like we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah, we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah.
Tori went to the vortex. He said, "I don't give a shit no more."
I really don't.
I feel you. All right, let's try to finish this off.
This is what they're doing. When they get resumes in, they have two qualified people. They say, we need more black people. So I'm going to pick the black over the white. This wasn't acceptable when white people did it to black people, and it's not acceptable to do it against white people. I don't know why we can't get that at this point.
Who the hell is doing this against white people? White people are benefiting.
Now he's going into that territory of anti-whiteness. That's really what they want to push out there. That somehow they're being oppressed. Even the people who run this establishment don't believe that. They know who's in charge. They know who's running stuff.
You can't be serious. But he is.
The true message of hope for Black people is that we need to focus on preparing them from a young age to be qualified, prepared, and have a resume that's worthy of picking from. Y'all want to do it on a back end. Kid go to a crummy school, not educated, didn't know how to do it, put his resume together.
Then in that case, they need to get rid of legacy admissions. Let's talk about it. Then if that's the case, they need to get rid of legacy admissions for these colleges. And we know who benefits the most from legacy admissions.
But I love how he thinks that we're not preparing our kids for this world.
Man, to be a fly on the wall to see how he's raising his kids. I can only imagine. I feel bad for his kids. Same with Candace. I feel bad for her kids too. Only because they didn't ask to be here, nor did they be asked to be born to two people who have click clacks for brains.
You know what they brain like? Hungry hippos. And you just keep hitting the lever so you get the ball in the mouth. Pause.
Right. I was ready to say, please say pause.
Pause. Son, Miss Niecy, Jesus. Why you say that, young lady? Damn. Wonka TV, hello. How does he know how we erase it? He watches our channels. That's why.
He probably gets parenting tips because he probably is not properly raising his kids.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yes. I'm going there.
Oh,
all
no.
year.
Whew. It's crazy, boy.
I'm in my black mage mode.
Oh, I don't know this rage. I don't know this mage. Okay, I'm gonna watch
That's
out
basically that short mage is like black, like black magic.
No, I know what a mage is, but
okay,
this might be like a new persona or something.
I don't know. It just came off the fly. We'll see where it goes from here.
Never prepared himself, don't have any references. He get to a job interview and you want them to say, well, because he's black, let me just accept him in. No,
that's not what they do.
Prepare him to have a solid resume.
That's not what they do, fool. They're opening themselves up to a lawsuit. Are you insane?
It's a good thing he doesn't run a Fortune 500 company. He would run it into the ground.
He wouldn't even get it started.
True.
Until the line is all white guys. You know what it looked like? You remember that Mentos commercial where the guy walked in, everybody looked the same, and he had to go stand out. So he fucked around and shaved his head off. And then the guy that was hiring was bald.
Did all that for nothing.
Right. No, but he got the job. Everybody else was looking at him. He was like, I knew how to play the game. I stood out. Hey, Brandon, we still got to go talk to these people. I hope you know that. I think he just thinks that they're going to look at the resume and figure out they're black and it's like a hire. We still got to go talk to them. I'm just saying. I cook for a living. Even though I send in my resume and they want to talk to me, I still got to go in there with my knives and go cook them something so I know, so they can at least evaluate where my progress is. But I get it. You haven't done that ever. You put up stupid ass videos and then your quote unquote friends pick you up and say, hey, come over to the clubhouse. You ain't putting no real work. You and your buddy. I guarantee you couldn't go 30 days. I'd bet your YouTube check for a month. You couldn't go 30 days without talking about black people.
Oh, of course not.
I'll put that challenge to him. I challenge him 30 days. Don't talk about black people. Because I can go 30 days without talking about white folk.
Oh, he couldn't do it.
I know he couldn't do it.
Not do it. And his audience wouldn't allow him to do it. And his audience wouldn't allow him to do it.
Oh, I know. Especially with Black History Month. Shit.
Oh. And it's 29 days. We got an extra day because it's a leap year.
All I got to do every day just spotlight somebody that you don't really know about in Black history. Could he really go through Black History Month?
I remember actually
without
did
saying
that
a
on my
word?
channel a couple years ago, but I called it Black Heroes Month.
Yeah. He couldn't do it.
Resume. Do some community service. Work in the community. Have him be shadowing somebody or an apprenticeship. Have the person build from when they're young so that they're most qualified when they get to a certain age. I don't know. I don't understand why we teach our young people to be victims.
Get it.
They'll still belittle it, you idiot. Or did y'all, even though it's not connected, did y'all not see what happened with when I read that story about affirmative action when Tori and I did that article? They were overly qualified and they still didn't get in.
Yeah, so basically, Brandon, what's happening is if you do all that, you become overqualified and still don't get the job, then what?
Right. You're overqualified, you don't get the job, you're gonna bitch. They're underqualified, you're not gonna get the job. Or you might get the job, then you're gonna say that the labor force is stupid. You have enough qualifications, you're gonna say you didn't go above and beyond, and they're just taking whoever they want, which is what y'all are arguing now. So you guys can just keep arguing the same arguments. There's no diversity of thought. There's that word. And now you're backing yourselves into a corner, which is going to come to a head come summertime when all this rhetoric y'all are talking about, y'all gonna start getting white women fired from their jobs because y'all won't shut up about race. And y'all are killing literally a triple minority. It's gonna be
that's gonna be very interesting. I got a question. If you could predict the future, how do you think that's gonna go?
It's not gonna go well. You saw what they were talking about with the red pill stuff?
Are they gonna burn their bras again?
Hell no. No, you saw what Tommy Lahren did.
I don't know. Saltine Queen. It's been a while since I heard her name.
Remember what she did when she wrote that tweet? And you saw the consequences of that. Yeah. 100
Ain't heard
times
from her
worse.
since.
Because you're gonna have a whole lot of pissed off white women outside talking about they just lost their job.
And his wife might be one of them.
And they're gonna try to blame who? They're gonna try to blame us for it. Because that's their default. They're gonna blame black folks for this. We were like, nope, we ain't saying nothing. We just gonna keep pointing them to every conservative that ran outside talking about DEI. And then we're gonna show them the stat. You guys benefited the most. They kept talking about it. What did you think these corporations were gonna do? We don't want to hear this no more. Cut it off.
No more DEI, no more benefits for white women.
We're gonna do it like the colleges now. Everybody, it's open season, cutthroat like it used to be back in the day. We got 3 job openings, and it's like 30 of y'all gonna have to be stellar for us to even talk to you.
Exactly.
And what's gonna end up happening? They're gonna find out that their women are inferior, but their women are also gonna figure out their men sold them out.
It's real cyclical, and I can't wait for it to happen.
Oh yeah, and we just gonna sit there and be like, you know what? We told you so. And we're just gonna be doing the content, making money. And white women gonna be going on all these podcasts and going in on white men and the bootlegs. And you know what happened when white women start talking?
Oh yeah,
yeah. Everybody fall in line, and these bootlegs think we're gonna save them. Nope, ain't gonna be no saving. We gonna be doing this here.
Fuck out of here.
I think we're below the acceptable line. We are exceptional, and we need to start acting like it. The situation.
He did it again. He did it again.
Who is we? Who is we?
With the pilots, go and look up right now. Maybe we should do the research.
Go ahead.
How many pilots? What is the demographic breakup of pilots in the world or in America? I would bet you
80.
He said, "Let's do the research." He said, "Let's do the research," but then go and do the research.
Do the research live in front of your. Well, this is a pre-recorded video. Do it in front of your crowd.
because that will require him to do extra editing. So
he has OBS. He'd be fine. But my thing is, bruh, it's over 80% white.
Exactly. Like what? Like why did you even mention that? Like you hurt
Right.
your own argument. I mean, he's been hurting his own argument, but now you pretty much killed it.
Now you're basically about to justify why United and the rest of them are doing what they're doing. Oh, hey, Charlie. I mean, I said Charlie. Well, you're Charlie Cook Jr. Charlie Cook Jr. You do know them white guys are starting to age out, right? Oh, you don't want to have that conversation. Yeah, they're starting to age out. Okay. Yeah.
$1 million. The actual pilot licenses are issued to 90% white. So the
it's not over $1 million. What is you talking about?
Graphic breakup of pilots in the world or in America. I would bet you $1 million. The actual pilot licenses are issued to 90% white. So the pilot licenses, according to demographics, are 80% white. How many are men?
Oh, he actually
70%.
I am shocked.
No. His people, his team did it. He didn't do it. His team did it.
Okay.
Okay, great. You put this up. Look at that number, sir.
And he blocked. Wait a minute. I can't even see the top number.
81.5% white. Hispanic
Okay.
Latino 7.2. Unknown 5.6. Asian 2.8. Black or African American 2.7. American Indian and Alaskan Native 0.2%. Okay. And you wonder why these companies are doing what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's overwhelmingly white and overwhelmingly male. So
you can't attract talent like that, man.
Eventually, see, again, going back to that Geo cover in 08, what they said what America would look like by 2050.
How does he not get this?
We went over this because the man is a tool. That's why I don't that's why I don't go back and forth with these people on X. I don't do it. I just block. I'm getting better, y'all. I blocked about 5 people yesterday.
I know.
And let's listen to this. 80% white, 70% men. So when United Airlines say
he can't even read a percentage. It's 81, not 80. That's a large swath of people you didn't took out. There you go with another face. I got a gift, boy. I must be a mutant. I got a gift. Look at that face, boy.
Wow.
Oh, I can't. I was gonna see if I could bring it up.
We're going to make 50% of our pilots women and people of color. They are disproportionately representing the true application process or license issuing that is established in the country. So they have to then figure out a way to overlook qualified white people to create diversity. Because if they
good God.
What?
Oh, good God.
Overlook qualified white people. This is the rambling part, y'all. For those of y'all who are not familiar with how he structures his videos, he starts off with a random discussion as he usually does. But right around this point right here is when he begins to ramble, and nothing he says he hasn't said anything that makes sense this whole video. But when he gets to like the last 5 minutes of his videos, is nothing but babble. And it's every video he does. Just go to the last 5. Just listen to the first couple of minutes of a video to get a gist of what he's trying to say, and then go to the last 5 minutes, and I bet you it is a bunch of rambling every single time.
Sir, why did you just put up a stat of a macrocosm of the industry, and then you're going to try to equate that to a microcosm of the industry? The numbers won't be the same, sir. Your original graph was all the pilot licenses by race and gender. United wants to do their talent pool by 50% women and people of color, which means whatever number they have taken out who's not qualified and aging out people, they're going to have room to make up 50%. white people will still be the majority.
If it makes you feel better.
Oh my God. How does he not?
They're not going anywhere, Brandon.
First off, even if, okay, we go by what they said, right? Women and people of color, right? That would include white women, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Which would go into the white numbers. You would still be the majority.
You just won't be the overwhelming majority.
Well, they technically would, though.
Okay.
Because if let's just
the number
say,
just wouldn't be so high.
It just wouldn't be so high. It wouldn't be looking like the macrocosm of that graph he showed. But it would be over 50% off top once you add white women into it. But okay, we'll take them out. Let's just say, okay, we take the 50% and we even say, all right, white women will take, we'll do 10%. You're at 60. So why? So black folks, black men, black women, Latino men, Latino women, Asian men, Asian women, and the unknowns. That's 7 categories. They still have to make up the other 40%. It's not even close. You still have an all white, you still have a majority white company of employees. And that's just not even on the plane. They said everywhere. They just focused on the plane. None of them read that they said they want everybody there. United said they want everybody there. Pilots are their number one priority, but they also want it in the boardrooms. They want them in other positions, but they didn't bother to read that. They just focused on the pilots.
Because they don't read.
And even if that was the case, you're still talking about at minimum 52% of the pilots are going to be white. So the qualified white pilot can't fly for United. He can go to American. He can go to Delta. He can go, or she can go to fucking JetBlue. Hell, if they got fight training, they can go to Spirit. Because you know, when you go on Spirit, everybody on their fight, even the pilot. But you got to be especially skilled on the Spirit one because they don't have autopilot. So you gotta get out of the cockpit, whoop somebody's ass, and get back before the plane go down. I'm just saying. But you're lamenting for he's over here cucking for white people. I don't understand this. But I do, but I don't. Maybe you can explain it to me. Why are you going so hard for white people? When you just told us that we have to make sure that our children are exceptional from when they're little. You basically just told us it doesn't matter at that point. But maybe I got it wrong. I don't know. Maybe I got it wrong.
Really wanted to be fair and inclusive. You should be able to suggest that everybody who has a license is prepared. So your pilots should represent the totality of qualified people who have licenses. So it should be 70% white people who are pilots, and 80% of white people who are pilots, and 70% of men who are pilots. And therefore, you're fairly representing amongst the issued license a fair representation of your pilots. They're not doing that. If you have an industry where you say, I'm on a construction site, and I
Or if it was a fair representation of all pilots, everything would be 10%. It would literally be 10%. I hate him. I hate him. The only number that would be big was the unknown. I can't listen to no more. I can't
either. I was wondering when you was gonna stop.
I can't. But we got to get that video. So I still have it. I got to get that video. I got to cut him into that MAGA video. I have to. That shimmy was wild. Math eludes these people, and they love to clown us and tell us we don't know nothing about no math.
Okay, well, we do know one thing. November 5th is right around the corner, and y'all are going to be losing out on a lot.
Yeah, we go. Shit.
Shoot, some of y'all have already lost.
You're gonna be trying to balance your checkbook with that math that you say we don't do. You're gonna try to figure out how your groceries gonna get paid that month.
And I don't know how anybody can buck dance like that. Like really.
And it's November 2. What happened 2 weeks after that election?
Right.
Thanksgiving. How you gonna pay for that turkey?
Looks like you're gonna be making turkey sandwiches.
Shit, you might have to go get that nasty ass one from Popeyes real fast. Back to basics. I'm glad you don't follow Tatum. Don't do it. I'll help you. I'll make sure you never go over there. That man justified Tyree Nichols' killers. He said some of them shouldn't go to jail. And Torian can back me up on that.
Oh yeah. Them comments, they ate him up.
They destroyed him in real time. We played it. That as soon as he said that, you just saw everybody was like, what the F? Even cops that were in there, like, you did not just say what you just said. And that's why he don't have the video up no more. I don't think. Same thing with Uvalde. He said the cops did everything they could. They should be commended. Destroyed him. Then he went on his old press tour on white channels, and them white channels ate him alive. Yes, and he justified Ahmaud Arbery's death too.
And Breonna Taylor.
And he's on the
and of course George Floyd.
George Floyd. I'm not reading the first page of George Floyd. He died of fentanyl. And the medical examiner was a hack. Because he ruled it a homicide. Because there were contributing factors. Yeah, George Floyd had all that fentanyl in his system, but he was sitting in a car vibing out to music and chilling with his friends. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that was a chore.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a chore. I was gonna play that Candace video, but I don't want to.
Yeah, right. That's enough for one day.
Yeah, that's way too much code for one day. Whoo! Decompress. My head hurts. My head really hurts. Torian, how do you, being a vanguard of New Black Media and me being still kind of a fairly new member, how did you do this since 2016?
It started off pretty light, but as time goes on and the news gets intensified, it gets more heavy. So now I'm very selective. That's why I started doing those polls, and them polls work because I just checked the numbers for the video I put out today.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it might have latched on to the algorithm. I say any video that can surpass 3,000 views in a day means it did good. And right now it's over 5,000.
Cool.
But like I said, when I first started out, I was just going and looking up the stories myself because I didn't have the base to go have people find the stories for me. But now, like, I get flooded with stories. Like I said, I may not be able to hit every single story, but after some, that forces me to be selective about what to talk about or what I want my people, or what the people want to know. And I told people last week when I put the poll up for this week, this one was going to be more difficult, and sure enough, it was, because minus the one that went up today that had the overwhelming amount of majority of the votes to go up today, the other four were very close in percentages. Like one was like, I think one was like 15, another was 14, another was 11, and the other one was 9.
Yeah.
So they were very close. As a matter of fact, I just put up the premiere window for my Taraji P. Henson and Vlad video. That should be very interesting. That'll be going up tomorrow.
Yeah. That should be an interesting one.
That's my first time I think I've ever talked about Vlad for longer than 2 minutes.
You ain't use his clips, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay, good. Because
I know, yeah.
That motherfucker start flagging videos. I don't want him back over in this sector. Because last time he came over here, he was wreaking havoc, just flagging everybody. But you know, shout out to white people for lying about this.
I believe white privilege is just the ability just to be free and white and not have the same type of social, economic, and social ills as black people have to deal with.
They say that doesn't exist, but they're not now. Torian, I got to keep you online with this. They started bringing up black privilege again. That's like the new thing now. We got privilege.
Of course.
Where is this privilege?
Mm-hmm.
Can somebody point me to this black privilege?
When you find out, please let me know. Because
I can't get it yet. I'm not FBA. Y'all need to get the privilege first. What the fuck?
I am completely unaware of this so-called black privilege that we allegedly have, because I have no clue. I am out of the loop.
Privilege. Damn. I don't know. But all right, Tatum, for you, this is what you get. And on that note, we will be shutting down the show now. This was fun.
Definitely.
It was a chore, but it was fun. It's like Saturday morning in the spring. It's a chore, but it's fun as long as the music is right. So for the recap, the black conservatives have figured out that their white conservative friends are not their friends. Now it's taken them 4 years to figure this out, but you know, as they say, better late than coon never. I guess that's what we'll say, right? Coon never.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't care because you disrespected us way enough for our tastes. Way too many times. So we're good on you.
Yo, fuck nuts.
That's how they sounded when Charlie Kirk said what he said. They dared y'all to say something. Y'all got uppity. They didn't like it. So y'all have y'all little war. Have fun with that. Tatum is still he's forever on the plantation. He's Darth R. Perry now. He's Darth R. Perry level. You don't have to agree with me, but that's how I feel. He's Darth R. Perry. And Candace Owens is forever going to call out somebody escaping from the plantation, even though she talked about plantation. Probably after warming up Massa's bed, she'll yell out the window. Because if you escape, then Massa, he gonna have to divert his attention, and then she don't get no good loving. She'll get that good pink loving. Oh, and CJ Pearson got outed by white people.
Oh yeah.
You can't forget that. How you get outed by people that you cool for? I don't get that. And it was a Republican. We have to give Christian Walker, Herschel Walker's son, credit. At least he knew what time it was to give up the griff.
Right.
But there was that. That was a quick show recap. So, Tori, you want to say anything before we shut it down?
Nah, nothing much. Only, appreciate you bringing me up here, even though this was a very slow burn. A very stressful one, too.
Yeah, go get some, I don't know, get some aspirin or something. My head still hurts. Jesus. Ugh. But there's that, family. And yeah, something else pops off, we're going to go live with it. It's been actually a quiet week so far, but
Mm-hmm.
It's only Monday. It's only Monday. All right. So we're going to get up out of here, family. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, I've done my job. If not, I'll try to be better next time. So I'll see you when I see you. Take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your day.